Hello, this is Lorena, and I'm back with another Deluxe video. I'm just like in my last video title, I was nice until I switched to Kaiba. But then I just realized that I kind of accidentally called Scud a slur. And it's pretty obvious which one. It was an accident, admittedly. I didn't mean to do it, but I also think that he's kind of... I don't think anyone is going to defend him over that. Just saying. And if anyone did, that would be weird. I mean, Scud is a bully. He's a terrible person, and I know slurs are bad, but are you really going to defend someone that's a bully, that tortures people, that just likes to record? I don't even want to think about what Scud does, to be honest. But, you know, it was kind of weird to just randomly almost say, but I almost said Mokuba's name, and I'm just like, what? I'm playing as Kaiba, but I'm not Kaiba, and okay, sure, even when I'm... Sometimes things just leave my mouth, and I don't even... This is why I have to be careful when I'm recording on YouTube. This is why, even though I wanted to say certain things and not be censored on YouTube, I actually want to respect things. And, you know, not just because YouTube is going to force me, but because I want to keep control over my mouth. But again, there is a reason I'm losing control over my filter, and it's very dark. It's something I don't want to think about a lot, but I think about it a lot. Okay, so who counts? I can't remember. I think Kaiba counts. If he doesn't, that's if he doesn't, that's the dumbest thing ever, because he's I want to duel Joey. No, wait. Dueling Joey is probably not a good idea. I associate Joey with Blue, though. He's worn Blue before. The fact that I'm overthinking this is kind of stupid. Give me a second while I find someone I associate with Blue that I'm sure counts. Yamayuki does not count. Weird that I can just say that. Who is associated with Blue? Does anyone wearing blue count? Do they count if they wear blue? Mako... Wait, hold on a second. No. Would my brain just let me duel someone that wears blue? I already overanalyze enough as it is. This is what I was doing the first time, just overanalyzing everything. So, yeah. I was talking about how whenever I duel, sometimes I feel like I get into character. That's weird, I know, but it's kind of hard not to tell. It's kind of hard to not kind of see it. Though it's usually not intentional. Usually not intentional, sure. I mean, we know I'm weird. There is no debate here, considering I'm willing to admit it. Guys, I have a full field of monsters and my opponent can't do shit. Okay, Mako, your turn. Alright, I see. You're special summoning a monster. Alright. The good thing I'm not playing as Zane right now. If I remember what that does. Yeah, decreases the attack of machine types. Which is why I said that. Because Zane uses machine types. Interesting. Well, I just defeated Mako. Does he count? He wears blue. He uses the water deck. He's about as close to blue as you can possibly get. He's like the definition of blue. I mean, seriously. He counts, right? Okay, good. And now I need to wait for the next keyword. The next keyword. Impossible. I thought only I was able to tame the great beast of the sea. Well, I would probably not be out at sea. You know, I could I like watching One Piece, and the most hilarious part about it is I am terrified of the ocean. So if I lived in that universe and I was openly terrified of the ocean, someone would think that I have a devil fruit. To be fair, if I was in the One Piece universe, there is a slight chance I would end up with one at some point. I mean, I'm the kind of person that kind of experiences weird shit, so would that change from incarnation to incarnation? I doubt it. I don't think it would change just because I live somewhere else. Oh, right. I'm trying to get the next word, so how do I get it? Guys, this event was months ago. I can't remember shit. I guess, well, first off, the vagabond is right there. Actually, do I feel like dueling him? Not really. I'm gonna duel Bakura again with the in-character weirdness. Just weird names about to leave my mouth, and I'm just like, what? No. Actually, I probably... Okay, whatever. There's no normal way to explain how I can just randomly slip into character, because that's weird. And no one that plays this game does that. Well, I guess I do it. But the fact that, I don't know, some of my moves are also me sometimes occasionally slipping into character. If they're weird and I did something on accident, sometimes that's like a character inside of my head did it. It's, okay, this sounds so stupid and so out there, but I swear it makes sense because some of the, sometimes there's nothing else that makes sense unless that's true. But I don't really have any, I swear, I'm one of those people that could probably be a medium. I could probably channel if I wanted to. However, I don't, so I'm not doing it. And I'm not the kind of person that would channel about, oh, love and light, the global age is here. No, that would not be what I hear. I would be hearing, humans, get your shit together. Humans, get your shit together. No one is coming here to save you. You have to save yourselves. What, there are like billions of you. Why is the world in danger? Fix your shit, humans. You're not supposed to be stupid. Just an example of what kind of shit I would actually channel instead of this hopeful positivity stuff. And now it's good to be positive because you can't be negative or nothing changes. But it's also important to be realistic with your positivity. You can't just act like something is going to happen because that's not necessarily realistic. You have to go with some, yeah, me talking about something that's realistic. Well, I know that I sound a bit out of touch with reality sometimes, but I'm really not as bad as I sound. I do realize that I'm not necessarily very convincing given some of my videos, but I actually try to be somewhat in touch with reality, except for the fact that what is reality right now? What is the truth? Because there's so much misinformation out there that there's a lot of information coming into my head, and I'm told to discern and fact check and all this shit. Well, it's nice and all that to do, but when you have a lot of shit going on inside of your brain, difficult, very difficult. Has Kaiba ever worn our Skull uniform? Well, if you've watched episode 1, you know the answer to this. If you've watched episode 1 of DM, you know the answer to this. Most people have watched the first episode of DM if they are watching this video. Just guessing. Just guessing. Yeah, I don't need to switch to a different world, man. Kaiba is... Okay. Do you still want to duel this character at the gate? No. I did not need to, so I won't. He's at a higher level than I was going to duel him, but that doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Again, I don't care. Anyway, I seem so out of it that it's kind of weird to... It's weird that I'm taking a stab at people that aren't in touch with reality, because, yeah, I admit it, sometimes I do seem kind of out of touch with reality, but I'm more in touch with reality than I appear to be at first. Because while I may be confused regarding some of the shit that's coming out of people's mouths, all of the weird misinformation, I do tend to believe that I'm not that out of it, at the very least. I'm just confused because, well, I'm not normal. I have some very out there experiences that probably explain a lot about why I'm so confused and out of it. But again, I'm just not normal, but I'm not trying to say things that break the laws of physics. Aliens visiting us? No, I'm sorry, but if any aliens know about us, they are avoiding us actively. Though, in my opinion, they don't really have to try. It seems pretty difficult to communicate with life forms in other galaxies and all that. Now, this is just my opinion because I obviously don't have any scientific evidence for this, considering that people haven't found aliens yet, but I'm just saying, it doesn't seem like it's that difficult to avoid contacting us when we haven't found any aliens ourselves. And to be fair, I don't think humans will ever find aliens, but I would love to be proven wrong, you know? If there are aliens, I want to find them. I want to see them. I want to see them. But I just don't believe humans will ever find I don't believe we'll ever find aliens. And if we ever do, I don't believe we'll find any that could I don't believe we'll find intelligent life the way that we describe ourselves as intelligent. And to be honest, the fact that we describe ourselves as both intelligent and stupid is very telling. But yeah, I just don't think that humans are ever going to find aliens. But I want to be proven wrong. So badly, in fact, that I'm just like, please find aliens. Like, that means something. It doesn't mean anything. There is an argument I'm making and an argument I don't want to be true. Okay, so the daily rank duels, I still haven't done those. If I play as Yugi, maybe I'll behave. The character I'm playing is still not the problem. It's me. It's my personality. Let's make this quick. That's not the right. The Millennium Ring doesn't take me to the ranked duel arena. Let's go to click on the Millennium Ring like it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, well, let's continue with the ranked duels. I'm only going to do 3. And I better behave or there will be consequences. Understandable ones this time. And now, I guess I should mention that I do have some similar experiences as what the New Age community experiences. I say that I'm not New Age, but we have a lot of things in common in terms of experiences. But I just don't really think that it just doesn't make any sense to say some of the things they do. And it also doesn't make sense to channel some of the things they do, because that's just not what I think aliens would actually say. If, however, they actually were in touch with aliens. I don't believe most people are, but I do believe it's possible for humans to channel something. Is that something aliens know? Is it demons? No. Still no. But I'm just saying what the Christians would say. Well, the ones that would be judgy about what New Age people say. There are Christians that aren't going to jump to demons just because they're channeling, but when you do channel, there are a good amount of Christians that will jump on the demons train. No, that's not it. Though, to be honest, it is funny if I have considered that it is funny if you do claim to channel from oh god. I am definitely working myself into a very big hole over here. Not in the duel, but, in real life, just bringing in hot topics like religion. Why should I? You're told not to do that. I learned you shouldn't do that because they're hot button issues. They're issues because people, it's very difficult when it gets into the realm of your deeply held beliefs. When you believe something, you don't want someone to insult your beliefs. But I'm not insulting Christians, I'm just saying. There are some of them that if you start channeling, they'll accuse you of communicating with demons. Which is definitely not necessarily what someone is doing. Although, if they say they are communicating with a demon, then I guess Christians can just accuse you of that because that's what you're claiming you're doing. And a lot of New Age people they're saying they're talking to all these higher beings and all of these they just say a bunch of things that don't make sense to me. It doesn't really seem like it's in touch with reality, but then, at the same time, I do think about it. I'm like, I know I don't believe some of what they're saying, but I do have some experiences that sort of align with some of the claims they're making. Like, I have felt like something is coming. That doesn't necessarily mean something good, by the way, but that is something that's commonly said in those circles. Something is coming. Change is coming. Yeah, not unless we initiate it ourselves. We have to initiate it ourselves, dude. And every time a New Age person is wrong, they keep moving the goalposts. Like, oh, we were not ready by this time, so they've delayed communication with us. Okay, sure. Makes no sense. I like how I keep criticizing people that I'm saying I've got things in common with, but I do. And I really should acknowledge that because, yeah, I know that I've got things in common with people that I'm criticizing, but I'm not criticizing them out of maliciousness. It's just, I feel like there are things that, how did I even get on this topic? It started with Kaiba. I know it started with Kaiba because I sort of slipped into Kaiba character. It was so weird too. So that, I'm pretty sure there is nothing okay, he just kicks my ass. But as long as I can just be reasonable with my tone of voice, I think I'll be fine. I'm only doing 3 ranked duels, that's it. If I lose all of them, fine. If I win, fantastic. Apparently that's all my active character cares about right now is winning. Though to be fair, sometimes I do kind of act the same way. Like, I do care about wins. So remember how I acted during the grand tournament? Okay, Kaiba, can you stop? Seriously. Uh-huh. Well, although I am trying to defend my sanity and the fact that I'm not as out of touch with reality as I could be, I still feel like I'm a bit out there at times, just saying. Not seeing a tribute summon, I don't really get that. But that's what happened. I'm telling you that's what happened. It doesn't make sense, but that's what the story is. There are just some things. You really just did this to me, Duel Links. You did this to me. Well, those gems look very appealing to me. Just saying. I need those. So guys, that's going to wrap things up for this video. In the next video, I'm going to do those. I need those challenge stamps. I need them. So stamps in the next video. I'll see you guys then. Hopefully I keep myself under control.